So how good is 710 Labs? There's a lot of big brands out there that are in multiple states, but I feel like I get asked about 710 Labs more than almost any other brand. And they're in some of the major legal states. They're in Colorado, California, Michigan. They're also in Florida and New Jersey. And I've had a little bit of experience with them in Colorado, but I just recently picked up some in Florida. I got some a few months ago, but I got some more recently because I wanted to try it out, right? We all know this stuff is batch-based. You can have a good batch of it or a bad batch of it. So I tried to get a little bit of variety. I don't just go get like 1/8 of something and then base my whole opinion on the brand off of 1/8 of something. You know what I mean? I try to put in the time. I try to put in the miles and see, you know what? Do they do good with different flavors? Do they do good with flour and concentrate? Now, before we get too deep into this, I gotta say, I can't really show you anything here. If you want to see it, go follow me on Twitter.
It's called X now!
Okay, it's called X now, but I'm gonna post some pictures today. Also, go check out the Flowery. They post some really good pictures of stuff over there, and that was one of the reasons I went to check it out, because I'm like, dang, this looks really good. I gotta go try it out. But YouTube is for babies. Like, I can't really say what I want to say. I can't show you what I want to show you. You're getting such like a restricted version, a babyfied version of the video I want to make, that I gotta tell you, follow me on Twitter, follow me on Twitch, because that's where I could just do and say what I need to do, and you can see the content. I get comments all the time, how come you didn't show it? How come I couldn't see a demonstration? Go follow me on Twitter, go follow me on Twitch. But I've tried 710 out a few times here recently. I got a bunch of different flour, different concentrates to try. I wanted to get like a really good grasp of it, and I gotta say, overall, like, I'm pretty impressed, right? There's a lot of big brands out there that have a lot of hype behind their name, and people ask about them all the time, and sometimes they're disappointing, right? Sometimes it's disappointing. Well, everything that I picked up from 710 Labs was not disappointing. I was actually very impressed with it. Even like visually, like I post pictures of bud all the time on my Twitter, but like when I post the 710 stuff, it could be because of the branding and people just know what it looks like, but like I feel like I get way more engagement on that type of stuff. And it's because it looks really good. And you can't even smell it through the screen, right? It also smells really good. And you can't say that about all the flour in Florida. Sometimes it looks good, but by the time you get to it, it has almost no smell. And maybe they have better storage over there. I was getting some nice containers for it. Sometimes these Mylar bags are just, they can do it, right? But like, I feel like it's not as good as some of the other container options out there. But still, we could subtract the containers completely and just look at the buds and go, yeah, these 710 buds look pretty good. But for me, you know, I use things like flour vapes here. I use little convection hammers, whatever you want to call them, ball vapes. And one of the ways I know I'm getting good flour is if I just get monster hits and I can really taste what I smell. And bruh, the 710, bruh, the only thing I don't like about 710, look at this little logo. Those fingers creep me out. Why they bend like that, dude? It creeps me out. But I would say the flour that I was getting was hitting really nice. It tasted like it smelled. And the concentrate as well, I've got from a few different places here. And there's some stuff out there, it doesn't hit as well as you think it should, right? The smell is not quite there. Some stuff's harvested way early and pressed really light, and they just try to make it look better. And it doesn't hit that great. In my opinion, I don't need it to be the lightest, clearest looking stuff. And there's so many people that just go off of visuals. It's got to look like the best concentrate. That's why CRC is so popular. That's why harvesting early and pressing light are so popular. Some people are just, they're paying for the looks. But like everything I got looked pretty solid, smelled pretty solid, tasted pretty solid, right? I feel like taste is one of those things that you don't always get. Sometimes you get the look and the smell, but like there's something wrong with the taste. There's something wrong with the flavor. They didn't flush it right. They didn't grow it right. They didn't cure it right. They missed a step. They messed up a step. But I would say I'm really impressed with the 710 Labs, the flour that I got, the concentrate. I know a lot of people know them for their concentrate or whatever, but the flour that I got, I've been using more and more, especially with all these devices that I use. I can get really big hits with it. Definitely come blaze with me on Twitch and see how they hit. But like the flour, it tastes so good. That's what I like. So I figured I'd make this next time somebody asks me about 710 Labs on my Twitch stream. I'm just going to link them to this video. Follow me on Twitter if you want to see pictures of the flour and stuff I've been getting lately. And have a lit day, my dudes.